Good morning from West Kerry, and it is a very frosty but beautiful day here, feeling that sun on my face. Today, for day 3, I am going to talk a little bit about resourcing, and this is something, if you've been following me for a while, you hear me speak about again and again. And resourcing for confidence is no different than resourcing in general. And that is about getting in touch with the things that really, really support you to feel like you. So for me, coming to Kerry these few days, and I'm going to share about what my day was in a few moments of yesterday. And that was the epitome of resourcing day, from swimming in the sea to being with my best friend, who I don't see that often, who lives abroad, to taking in just that real winter sun this time of year. So, and even this morning, connecting in with the real true cold, where I put my feet in frosty grass, and I'll share that again in a moment. These are the things that if I do those things, I feel more like myself. I feel stronger in myself. And as a result, that allows me to feel more confident. The more in touch I am with my resources every day, that is the difference between feeling low or feeling filled with an extra, when we have those mornings of self-doubt, that if we resource ourselves, whether that's a walk in nature, whether it's doing our breath work, whether it's spending time brushing our teeth or slowing down, having our coffee, those moments of presence, those moments of being present, whatever your resources are, making sure that every day this month in January that you consciously connect in with them. And I often speak about, if we don't, let's say you don't live near the sea and you're not going to get a cold swim or whatever that is, what would be something that would represent that thing that you enjoy, and touching and getting in contact with that. So for the days that I don't get to the sea, whether it's a seashell or a moment reflecting on what my body feels like when it's at the sea, that also the body doesn't know the difference sometimes between what's really happened and our feelings associated with the thing. So the days that we struggle to, where the self-doubt rises, where we really feel in that moment of, oh my God, I just don't feel like myself. I haven't, where we feel tense in our bodies. What is it? What is that one thing that you can do to get in touch with a resource? And in the course of the day, I find the breath is the easiest, quickest, cheapest way to connect in with something that will allow you to really be present with yourself. So with that, I'm going to share kind of some of what I did yesterday in terms of my resources, and I hope you enjoy the video. And please share with me, what are the things that you do or feel or reflect on that help you feel more authentically you, that you know that when you've got in touch with them or made contact with them of some kind, that you start to feel more like yourself. And often case it might be when they're in absence and they're not with you, that you know that you're not feeling like yourself. So share in the comments what that feels like, and you are welcome to share on social as well for your own followers, whatever you feel inclined to want to share. I would love to hear more about how you're getting on. It's day 3, it's still very early in January, and to go gently on yourself. It's still only the 3rd of January, so don't have a high expectation of yourself. We're taking this January really slow, day by day. And enjoy the rest of my video, and see you tomorrow for day 4. As promised, I was going to share my resourcing and getting in touch with my resources yesterday on the 2nd of January. What a day. It was like walking on this moon, this beach that we found just outside Dingle. It was my first time there, and I convinced my bestie to join me for the first swim of 2025. She lives abroad, so she doesn't get a chance to dip the way I do, but I think if she lived at home, she probably would. So much fun. We were the only people on the beach. It was magical. And talk about cold water, your best friend, the sun shining. If the temperatures were different, you could be anywhere in the world. It was so spectacular. Coming out absolutely refreshed, and we went on a big drive throughout kind of Dingle Peninsula then for the afternoon. My bestie doesn't, as I said, live in Ireland anymore, and she doesn't know that part of the world. The famous Dunqueen Pier, absolutely stunning. just spending time with the sea. Like, honestly, I can't ever get enough of it. And it was quite calm yesterday, just seeing that sunset over the most magical day. Absolutely amazing. I've never felt so in touch with that part of the world in Kerry, and just loving every part of it. So just seeing the most amazing photographs and knowing that we had a starry night as well last night. That's me absolutely pig in Shiza. And again this morning, having some contact with the cold, which I absolutely love. When I don't get the sea, I want the cold. But sadly, our whole trip was cut short because of the weather and having to come home and saying goodbye to Kerry today.